conservative view. Yes, that's what Anne-Marie responded. She said, "Are you referring to me because I was fired? Because this is my belief, me and Caitlyn Jenner." And I believe Miss Donatacci did not take the bait and did not answer. So there you go. Camila's speaking out. She says it went woke. I didn't say it. And Anne-Marie is like, "You talking about me, girl?" And there you go. So maybe we'll have a coffee date with Anne-Marie and Donatacci. How do you feel about that?
That'd be a good one. Yeah.
That's all. I just thought I'd share that with you. Some goss, as the kids say. What else you got here, Sarah?
Mhm.
You know?
Ashley Darby fighting depression
Ooh.
after she and
Hmm.
Michael Darby broke up. I knew this was tough. I'm going to tell you, you guys know this. I was in DC for a long time,
Hmm.
very friendly with Ashley Darby and Michael Darby. I lived down the street from the famous apartment.
You did.
They really loved each other. They really, really loved each other, were fun together, cared about one another. I love Ashley. I think she is so truthful, sincere, and has a life outside of the show. I think it's been really hard for her. I think she probably really thought she and Michael were in it for the long haul. I was kind of hoping they would.
Well, I'm okay with
She just
that.
says she's been very depressed. She said it's hard being single, hard being divorced. She's really was in a very low place over the past year or two without Michael and really facing this divorce. And I'm sure it's hard because she wanted those boys to have, a a full family unit. Everybody that has a kid, for the most part, if you go into it that way, you have the best of intentions of that happening. But she's in a better place, doing okay. But that was a big story. Um, Also, what do you make of your friend Goldnessa, Gigi, married,
I
married to a
know.
guy, married to a guy, looks happy. It was kind of low key, and it also Reza was there, Mercedes. What do you think? It's kind of sad, right? We're never going to get a Shaw's again. It's really quite the show.
I love Shaw's. I think it's one of the best shows not on. That, Ladies of London. I loved Shaw's so much. Um, I mean, Gigi, I just hope you know what you're doing. I think she's known him for a while. It seemed like they went down to the
A decade.
courthouse.
Dennis is his
Okay.
name. I think it's been quite a while.
I think we
Hmm.
knew about him on the show. Um, Good luck. I hope it works out. MJ and Tommy are going strong. Good for them. I love Shahs of Sunset. I really think that. I mean, I think Ladies of London would be my first choice. I know we're getting Housewives of London. I'm excited. Let's see what happens. Let's bring Caroline Stanbury. Can't she move back to the UK and beyond that? She's still friends with Juliet, I think. Also, I loved Rachel Zoe, but Shaw's is probably my third favorite show from Bravo that's not on anymore. I loved Shaw's, and it's because they knew each other forever. It was organic. MJ went to high school with one of the Menendez boys. She was in the class with either
And
Eric or
Angelina
Lyle.
Jolie.
Oh, okay. You're up on your MJ High School, Beverly Hills
Yeah.
High. Good for
Hills High is
Gigi.
no joke. Yeah.
No joke.
Dennis, yes, you're right. We've seen Dennis on and off for a while. Dennis, according to his IG bio, is the biggest girl dad in the world. He has a daughter from a previous marriage.
Okay.
He's also a philanthropist, raising money and awareness for lupus. Although they just got married, Gigi and Dennis have known one another for a very long time. Gigi first making an appearance on his IG account in 2013. Dennis also appeared on Gigi's podcast, Genuinely Gigi, in May of 2021, where she introduced him as her ex-boyfriend and one of her best friends.
Um, Good for her. Look, I never understand how you can go from friends to more than friends. I don't understand it, but it happens, right? Isn't that what happened to Stacey Rush? Isn't this what Miss Rush is going through now in her sexless love on Potomac? I don't know. I don't really have any friends that I kind of want to fuck around with. I've already fucked around with them. You know what I
Really?
mean?
None?
Well, I fucked around with, a bunch of friends, honey, but I mean, now we're just friends, and then you know their personality, and you're like, if I wanted to date you, we probably would be dating. And I'm sure they have want nothing to do with me either. It's works both ways. Not yeah. There's no like friend that I have dinner with and we have a drink, and I'm like, ah. you're gonna go home and have sex with a stranger, and I'm so jealous. I'm in love with you. No,
No, I don't know if that. It's
no,
your friends that I've hooked up with.
nah. Yeah, I mean, you hook up, you get it over with, you have a
Yeah, that
drink.
kind of stuff. You're right. You're right. It's always usually a yeah. It's hard, but they weren't. I mean, they've been on again and off again. They've been romantic for a long time. That's kind of different because that's
It's kind of
probably
different, you know.
they're having grass is greener syndrome and life, and then it pops. I
Mm-hmm.
got one last story for you. Shannon Beador and John Jansen have settled the $75,000 facelift
Talk to
money.
me. How is it settled? How did that happen? Who got what? Give us the
We don't
details.
know, right? We don't know. All
Oh.
we know is they filed a motion that this has been fully resolved. It is not going to go to trial, which it was set to go to trial in December. Um, it's been resolved. And both parties agree that that's really it. The motion to dismiss the trial has been filed, and the motion that this case is completely settled, closed, both parties have agreed on. As far as I know, that's all that's out there, right? I don't know if we
Mm-hmm.
know the terms beyond that, or if we will, because a lot of times, that's part of the settlement, right? Is you can't speak on the terms.
Mm-hmm. So that's it. We don't know who. Okay, it's settled. It's over. I mean, does anyone find this interesting that it's settled like right after the season's over? It's a little weird, no?
Oh, wait, you think the timing is why?
I don't know. That's not weird to you. All of a sudden it's settled. It's no longer a storyline. I mean, not really on
I mean,
Shannon's.
okay, but what are you insinuating by that? You think like what they wanted to close that chapter, move on to other tea for next season?
No, well, I'm not sure Alexis is going to be back. I assume that maybe some of the rumors about Johnny J are true, that he loved the cameras. And I mean, Emily Simpson, the counselor, the Greek chorus says that the whole suit started when we started filming again, but she already owed you the money. So if she owed you the money, wouldn't you have sued prior to the show filming? And all of a sudden we start filming season 18, and all of a sudden there's a lawsuit and you don't want to accept her 75 grand. And now that all the press and all the reunion is coming on and there's the pickups and the green screens, all of a sudden now we're settling. Why didn't you settle during the season when you were doing all this press, Johnny J? I'm starting to think the counselor, yeah, you don't think the timing is weird?
I think you're
Shannon
right.
offered him the money before. She said, I don't want to engage in legal fees. Just take the fucking $75,000 and get the hell out of my life. And he said, no. And all of a sudden he takes it. I think it's very weird. I think he wanted this for the show. And I think he likes being on the show. And I think him and Alexis get off on it. And I'm not so sure anymore that she's coming back, even though I'm not so sure.
She,
I
she,
don't know. This is like Volontesi to me now. This is like Volontesi. I mean, we want Bronwyn who fights with Heather and Lisa and Meredith and Mal is malleable. We don't want you to have an overarching bomb storyline. And that's why Volontesi, Monica Garcia, is gone. I am not sure.